These pieces are just one of the representations from one of my favorite techniques called Lamontage. There's this genius artist in New York named Leora Manet. And in the early 90s, she came up with a new take on felting. And it was called Lamontage. If you consider going into the Lamontage factory, it was just rolls and rolls like this big around, 4 foot long, it looked like dryer lint in every color possible. So you could just go pull pieces off and start constructing your palette. So the way this would be done is that we would draw the paper pattern up, and then it would be photographed. Then it would be attached to a slide projector that was in the ceiling and that could go up and down. It would then be adjusted up and down until the pattern pieces became actual size. Then there was a floor that had this sort of styrofoam, thick styrofoam on it, and they would start laying down these colors. And there was one needle with little notches on the sides, a felting needle, and each time it punctured, it grabbed a little bit of the fuzz and entangled it. So the more times it went in, the more entangled it. But this is sort of the sketch. So in the case of this basket weave was pulled out in sheets, and the colors were layered, like these are greens and yellows. They were then cut into 2-inch strips, then woven together, then laid on top of the blue piece and adjusted within the framework so that you get things like very straight edges right on the front of the lapel, and then it was needle punched. When it came to the lapels, they would create many, many layers of these colors. You see there's very complex ochres and mustards and pinks within one tone. So we would diffuse the fiber until it was this beautiful pile of these multicolors. Lightly tap it down with the needle, then cut it into these 1-inch strips that were then spun like candy so that you would get the twist in it, and then they were needle punched down. There was a specific shrinkage that happened every time, so you would then have to increase the pattern by like 13% to allow for, it was insane. It was mathematics and alchemy all going on in equal measure.